and a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, go. This is going to be a video about douchebags. Or no. How to know you're dating a douchebag. If you're like...
If you're talking to someone.
Don't know.
These are going to be some steps you can take to know if you're dating a douchebag.
Wait,
this is a disclaimer. We have both dated douchebags. So we're not inexperienced in this subject.
Douchebags.
The biggest douchebags of all time.
Yours is probably the bigger douchebag.
You dated a douchebag, though.
But, no, yours
is pretty bad.
Yours is really bad. So.
With that being said, you can trust our advice.
Pretty sure you can.
We will not steer you wrong.
I think the biggest one is if he's like, if he won't make it known that you're dating.
Yeah. If nobody knows you're dating a douchebag. Because he doesn't want people to know. Because he's too obsessed with looking single.
Yeah, and having his options open.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if he isn't, like, really comfortable with bringing you on as friends, or, like, on any social sites, he won't, like,
if he doesn't talk about you to anybody else, and he, like, will get mad if you write about him or put a picture of you two together. And then,
or not if he gets mad, just, like, if he just doesn't want it, or doesn't feel comfortable, like, oh, I don't want that picture of us up, like, whatever it is.
Number 2 is if he's not making you a priority.
True.
If he comes over late every single night, or whenever he does decide to see you, you're most likely dating a douchebag. When he sees you on his time. Like,
yeah. If he is not compromising at all.
Yeah.
And
when he's just like, I'll come over, but I'm going to go to the gym first. And then 4 hours go by and he doesn't come over and you're just like sitting there waiting, then he's a douchebag because he obviously doesn't care about your time. He doesn't care that he's making you wait. And he's obviously doing something that's more important than seeing you.
Yeah, not everything should be on his time.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure. If he talks to a lot of girls, which some guys will just like, I mean, it's just not, I don't think it's normal. Like, I feel like if you really like someone, you don't care about other, like, females or boys or whatever, or at least
you won't have to be texting other people if you're happy in a relationship.
Yeah. Like, it's not like, oh, I just like texting people, or I just like making new friends. That's bullcrap.
That's,
that doesn't even make sense. If he liked you, he just wants to talk to you.
Yeah, any person can tell you that if you're happily with somebody, everyone else is irrelevant. You don't need to be texting anybody else. Even if they're just friends, like, I mean, you can have a couple, like, I'm not, like, same sex, that's fine. But, like, opposite sex, if you're talking to a bunch of people, if your guy is talking to a bunch of girls, like...
Or if he's just, like, constantly texting, like, a couple girls, like, but all of the time.
Yeah. That's fishy.
That's annoying.
There's something going on that you need to scope out. If nobody likes this person but you, you're probably dating a douchebag.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, you have a tendency to only see the good in somebody when everyone else, because that's because you like them or love them. But everyone else doesn't love them, and so they can see that, you know?
For our instances, like, I'm the only one who liked my douchebag. My whole family hated him. All my friends hated him. Same goes for her. Her whole family hated him.
My whole family hated
all
my
your
ex-boyfriend.
friends hated him.
Just
and I swear, like, always listen to your parents. Like, my mom, like, I'm sure your parents are the same. Like, they have just, like, this keen sense of if he's a good guy or not. Like, whenever I get done dating somebody, I'm like, yeah, that didn't work out or whatever. My mom's like, yeah, right when he walked in the door, like, I knew he was not good. I was like, why did you not tell me that?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I probably wouldn't have listened to her anyways.
Yeah, the thing is, my parents told me that many times, and I was
my parents never told me that, though,
you don't know him like I do.
My mom's like, yeah, I just knew. I'm like, what? Okay, thanks.
Yeah. See, the problem with me is, like, when people do tell me that he's a bad guy, I'm, like, so in denial about it. I'm just like, no, like, you're not, like, dating him. You don't know him like I do, so. But then they really do. They see what we refuse to see. And it's usually all the bad traits that point out that he's a douchebag.
Usually, if he's only concerned about, like, what people think of him, like, you know, like, no matter what, like, I dated him despite what my parents said, despite what Allison said. And that's because I knew how I felt. And if they were the same way, they wouldn't care what people thought of them dating you or whatever. Like my douchebag, like, I would always, like, question, I was like, are you, like, ashamed to date me or something? And it's because, like, he just took everybody's opinion into consideration so much. Douchebags are just, like, people, like, they just are so, like, self-concerned, like, about what everybody thinks about them, what they're doing, like, trying to show off a lot, like, with money, especially.
Yeah. If your guy's obsessed with money and will do things for that,
like, to impress people and
or, like, they'll pick that over you, like, it's an obvious problem. And basically what she's saying is that they don't care. Like,
they only care about themselves.
They will choose other things over you over and over again constantly. It's just showing that you are not on the top of their list. Like, they can say all that they want, but of course actions speak so much louder than words. Like,
true that. Look at their actions. If their words, they can be charming all they want, but if their actions always say otherwise, then you should know that you just have a sweet talker on your hands.
Yeah, it's just a person that knows how to use words, and they know your weakness.
And they can manipulate you into thinking, oh, they're a great guy. No.
Yeah. Like, they can text you and be like, oh, I wish you were here, but if you really did, you would be at my house and not an hour away partying with somebody. You know what I mean? Like, don't let them say things and then just be like, well, if you said that, like, why can't you show that you mean it, you know? Most of the time, it's because they don't mean it.
They will make it happen. If he acts different around his friends. And that's just, like, with anybody anyways. Like,
yeah, not just with guys.
He could be a total sweetheart, like, around his parents and whatnot. Or just, like, especially, like, if it's good when you two are alone, but when he gets with his friends and it is just, like, it's a completely different person.
Yeah, like, who are you?
They are just, like, they're afraid to, like, show their feelings.
Yeah.
And that's something that they'll regret later.
Yeah, but it also, it shows the value of their feelings towards you. Like, if they can't, it just shows the importance of you to other people, especially. Like, you want your boyfriend to be proud of you and to, like, want to show you off and want to bring you around his friends. And if he, like, doesn't want to bring you around his friends, or if he is around his friends and he treats you differently, like, is kind of mean to you, or just,
or, like, he shows you no affection.
Yeah.
I hate that.
That's a big red flag if he acts different around his friends.
Like, you don't, like, he doesn't have to be, like, super, like, PDA, but, like, like, give something. Like, show people that you like who you're with, and show that like, you are together. If you guys have, like, a fallout and you stop talking and whatever, but he comes back, do not let him back. Like, do not. Like, say, yeah, we can be friends, whatever, but don't fall for it. Like, don't hang out with him. You can text him. Don't be, like, sweet, like, talking like before.
Yeah.
Just, like, be friends, be cool with him, whatever, but do not date him again.
Yeah. Because if it was literally
a cycle,
work,
like a pattern.
It'll never end until you guys are both just so drained and so, like, there will come a point, like, it will be for as long as you guys keep going at it, but you both know it's going to end in heartbreak every single time, because that's all it will ever do. Unless you both, like, commit yourselves to changing what's wrong, then, I mean, I suppose you could work on it, but
you can never be sure about the other party. Like, they can say that all they want, but honestly, they probably have, this was from my instance, like, I never saw change, and they never intended to change at all. They could say that, but they would not.
They knew that you would take them back if they told you that they were going to change, but as soon as you got with them again, you saw the same thing, and it's just going to lead to you guys splitting off again. And then they're going to come back once they realize that they still want to be with you, or they miss you, or whatnot, because that's how it always goes, but don't let them back in.
You should not be wasting your time sobbing over a guy, especially if you, like, are just getting into it. Like, you might know you're already with a douchebag, and it's been a while, so it's hard to let go.
Yeah,
but if
trust
you're, like,
me, we've been there.
If it's, like, your first month or something, get out now.
Get out. Get out now. Best advice. If I could go back and tell my younger self 2 years ago, I would say, Alison, whoa, stop, listen to what everyone's saying, and leave. Like, run away, and don't ever talk to him again, because it will be a train wreck if you already know that somebody's bad for you and you don't listen to yourself, especially yourself, because that's, like, you have to listen to yourself sometimes. Don't ever be convenience to somebody. Like, you have to, like, don't be convenient to somebody if, like, that's all they see you as, is just, like, I can go and do this, but I can always go back to that person because I know that they like me.
If you're always forgiving, and if you always, like, you are the person that are always there for them, they realize that, and once they do grasp that, that's when they come back and whatnot, but they just take you for granted time after time, and it'll keep happening. It'll
keep happening as long as you keep letting it happen.
So don't be stupid. Like, do not be stupid like this. Because
we've had years of experience with the same person, so it's not like we know what we're talking about. Trust us.
In the end, you are letting yourself be stupid.
Yeah. If you get attached to somebody, it can just ruin so much about your life. It can hurt so many different aspects of your life that you don't even notice until you've been at it for so long that you don't even realize, like, what this person is doing to you inside. And, like, this is just for people that have been, I mean, I guess I don't really know who we're talking to, but if you have been, like, with the wrong person and it's just been, like, heartbreak after heartbreak, this is for you guys, just saying, like, it's messing you up inside whether you realize it or not. If you just keep going with the wrong person, like, leave so you can find somebody that's actually going to treat you like you deserve.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just keep going back to the same person. If it's not working, it's not going to work in the future.
My relationship, it started to ruin my spiritual relationship, started ruining me and Alison's relationship, started ruining me and my mom's, me and my sisters, and my sisters and her boyfriend's relationship.
Yeah.
In a weird way that you don't need to know, but it did.
Yeah.
So that was all we can think of.
Yeah, that's enough for now. I hope that this video kind of helped you guys if you were in a similar situation, or if you are,
take our advice.
Yeah, if you're dating a douchebag currently, or you think you might be talking to a douchebag, or you just don't want to be involved with a douchebag, and you're single, just take it all in. Just have it on your mind for when you're about to go on a date.
And if you think you can't get out of it, you can.
Yes, you
can.
Because
we both did it, and we're still alive and breathing.
Yeah.
And it's whatever. Life goes on.
There's so many other things that like you should...
It's amazing how much, like, you are blinded by, like, your relationship and love, and then you get out of it, and you're just like, wow. Like, I've been missing out. So, that's it. Maybe there'll be a part 2.
Maybe. Who knows? Let us know if you want more kind of videos like this, because this is our first little vlog video. So if you guys enjoyed this, let us know what else you want to hear in the comments, like more kind of videos like this. What do you want us to talk about? We will talk about it. That's it. Adios. Thanks for watching. Bye. I mean, you probably didn't even notice that all that was happening.
Like, I didn't notice, like, oh, I'm drifting away from Alison, like, but it did, like, and I knew it, like, it's, like, especially for, like, me and my mom, I'm like, I know this because of, like, his, oops. Don't put that.
I won't.
Okay, especially because me and my mom, like, that, our face. Okay, what was I saying?